Hi everyone, it's Patchworth again with a behind-the-scenes look at what's been going on with the show and my life in general. I know it's been a while since I've done this, and a lot of things have happened since then, but unfortunately I just haven't had a chance to get down with this. I think the main thing is that this guy right here, I've actually got my busking license for downtown Pike Place down here in Seattle. So hopefully I'll be able to get down there and do a little bit of performance art, mostly balloon animals, which you haven't actually seen me do yet, but I do quite a few of these, and you know, hopefully I'll have an opportunity to make a little extra scratch for the show doing this. You know, mostly just practice and stuff like that. Kind of cute. If you want to see me do any balloon animals for the show, I can actually do that. Maybe show you how to do this, but frankly, I just looked up stuff on the internet. It's not as hard as it looks once you get used to it and get used to the sound of balloons popping. Other than that, with me, I've actually got a new tattoo since then, right here on the chestoral region. It's healing well, and if you guys want, I can actually show it to you once it actually gets a little bit closer to being done. It's about halfway through now because it needs to be colored. And other than that, there's two things I've been really into. Well, this is actually the Harley Quinn comic book. I read the first one, well, not the first one. The first one I read was number 10. And I'm not sure what to make of it just yet. I have to go and see other issues before really making a conclusion. But it just seems like what they've done with her, it's sort of like this spin-off sort of franchise where she's doing all this weird goofy stuff and there's all this weird like Family Guy sort of aside things. And if I were to compare it to anything, I'd have to say it's very similar to the way the comic books for Deadpool are set up. So I'm thinking that now that Joker's kind of this insane carved off face mask wearing thing, which I'm not happy about, DC. You and me, we gotta have words. That's bullshit. I guess ever since that happened, tension's been happening, you know, between the two of them. So she's kind of gone off on her own, and she's sort of like DC's answer to Deadpool. Which I'm okay with, because I'm actually a big fan of Deadpool as well. I've got a couple of his comic books. But I need to read 1 through 9 in order to really make a conclusion, but so far I've had a bit of fun with that. And on Hulu I just came up with just found a new show called Gatchaman, which is, it's actually really cool. I was pretty much hooked right at the first transformation scene, and this like synth rock Gatchaman thing started up. And it's actually like, it's at Gatchaman Crowds. Because Gatchaman is a completely, it was what G-Force was back in the day, which is something I actually watched when I was growing up. And if you are of a certain age, you'll know that they're the superheroes, kind of like the Power Rangers, only they were like birds and they had like bird visors, and you know, decent show back in the day. But this thing is hilarious. So Gatchaman Crowds, I definitely recommend that. And other than that, you know, that's essentially the bulk of what's been going on in my life. As for what's going on in the show, you may notice that I'm going to be doing a little bit different things with Awesomenauts. And I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. I've been getting some complaints that I am terrible at the game, and seeing as in many of those games I flat out say I'm terrible at the game, so I don't know why you're yelling at me. But a lot of that does come from, you know, both, yes, I do get angry at it because I am very competitive, but also a lot of the frustration comes from just not knowing what I'm doing with a lot of those characters. So for right now, just so I can maintain a healthy amount of sanity, I'm going to do sort of like this. I'm going to play the game straight for a while, and I'm going to play characters that I know how to do. I might like cycle through every so often to try and practice and get better at certain characters, but I'm going to try and reel back the rage and the blame, which is, something I didn't want to do from the beginning. If you watch like some of the first episodes, that was my goal, was to not be such an asshole in those, and it turns out, yeah, still an asshole. So I'm gonna do that if everything will cooperate. I've been having problems with the internet, and my computer, of course, is just crap to begin with. But I'll keep trying it. But I've had actually more disconnects than I've had actual viable episodes. In lieu of that, I'm actually going to be starting some Scribblenauts. I actually saw it on Humble Bundle for 75% off, so I got it for about $5. And somebody had requested that, so now I'm going to play it. And I've got a couple of episodes already filmed, and I need to just finish up the little thumbnail, which is about halfway done, so hopefully you'll be able to see some of that stuff. Some of my reactions are not faked, but they're the reactions I had when I first played the game. I played a few of the levels just to get a feel for it and, experiment with certain things to see what my limitations were. But everything that actually happened in that episode, if it wasn't a genuine first-time reaction, it's what I did the moment, the first time through, which is evident with the clown one. Because my first experiment was like, I'm gonna make a clown now, and all of a sudden, woof, this whole circus thing exploded in front of me, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? Not realizing that the very first person that you encounter when you enter Capital City wants to be entertained. I just like fucking clowns, so I made one. So, yeah. So, check that out, guys, when it comes out. I am going to start trying to film some stuff for Halloween. I've got quite a few scary-ish, or at least spooky-type games that some I'm not really looking forward to playing, and some that I am. And then there's also with Dark Souls. Not looking forward to that, but Chip actually requested that, so I gotta play it. And hopefully I'll be able to actually hang out with him and do a few more things with him. But the two of us actually might be doing more tabletop gaming for the time being, and short of getting more people and finding a way to actually viably record that, you ain't gonna see it. So that's pretty much it for right now. I just wanted to give you a quick note of what's going on, just to keep you posted, and hopefully you'll keep watching. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for joining me, and until the next one, cheers all.